Hi guys, happy Tuesday. It's Crystal here at Truth Fitness, and we're coming at you again with a great transformation story. Wil Ngotel here is with me, and he's going to talk to us about his testimonial in regards to CrossFit. For those of you who don't know about Truth Fitness, we're located downtown Puyallup. We offer CrossFit classes, boot camp classes, and CrossFit Kids classes. And Will's been with us for, how long have you been with us?
Be 2 years in November.
Okay, so almost 2 years. His daughter Cadence is with us too. She's hanging out with us for the night. And so we're gonna have Will tell us a little bit about himself. We're gonna find out what he does and what made him want to start CrossFit. He's gonna tell us a little bit about what that journey has been in the last 2 years, and also what makes it so special to come here. So why don't we start with just tell our audience about you. Who are you?
My name is Wil Ngotel. I've been doing CrossFit here at Truth Fitness, formerly known as
CrossFit Puyallup, yeah.
For it'll be 2 years in November, and I work full-time as a city worker. I work in streets, so on top of coming here and working out, I've been shoveling all day, listening to people complain about our relaxation time that we get at work. I pretty much really wanted to start CrossFit for a lifestyle change. That was my first statement when that first class that we had, the basic training intro to basic training. Yeah, it was a lifestyle change.
Yeah. So what do you think that means to you? What's a lifestyle change?
I mean, throughout my tenure here, like at CrossFit, it didn't just start like the next day after that.
Right.
Till this day, I'm still learning a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I learned that my potential was far beyond me. Mm-hmm. It was dormant.
Yeah, yeah.
And as I go through this process, I learn to just, in order to succeed in this, I have to find ways to be effective. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's the way to find our potential, is to be effective.
Yeah.
And it's like going to church. I would sum it up. I got to surrender everything at the door before I walk in here. Yes. That was like the first month after basic training. I remember you stopped me from doing the whole workout.
Right.
Because I was dying.
Yes.
I learned that was just competitiveness, and me thinking that I was born an athlete.
Yeah.
That CrossFit, I can do it, everybody can do it, but that's part of the process. You get humbled.
Yeah.
They break you down, and then you slowly have to build yourself up. And a lot of it is just surrendering your ego and checking it at the door and learning from everybody else that's around you.
Yeah. For those of you who are kind of wondering, what he's talking about, when he's in our CrossFit classes here, and in CrossFit, we introduce everyone to new movements, new ranges of motion. We really work on mobility. We work on different skills that most people have never done in their whole life, or maybe it's been a long time since they did it. And so that's probably some of those things that you're talking about. Will came in here, he had to kind of put his ego aside and learn these new things, or relearn them if it's been a long time. And sometimes that can be challenging for us to try something new. And, he did a great job of humbling himself and trying something new, and what that's produced is some really great changes in his workouts, and I think it's gone beyond the gym too. So tell me, did you do the open with us? I forget if you did it yet.
After that first, 3 months from when I started.
But did you do the open here?
Not this one.
Okay, not this one yet. No. Okay, so since you started almost 2 years ago, what's happened to you since the day you walked in here till today?
So when I first started, I was really, like I said, I was really competitive. I thought I was good at everything I touched. I didn't really think about my weight and how it was going to affect me. Growing up, I played a lot of baseball and then softball, and I thought that we were special, gifted athletes. Until I showed up here, and I just got broken down, and I went to find out.
In a good way, broken down in a good way, right?
Yeah, I mean, I took everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there was days where I had to challenge myself, and then I would pick somebody in the crowd, and I would try to beat them. And at the end of that workout, I didn't even beat them. I pretty much just beat myself down. So there was times where I wanted to quit and just give up, but I had to keep coming back. And from that whole time until today, I starting to realize that I'm gaining a bit more mental toughness.
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting to push myself a little bit further than when I actually first started.
Yeah.
And then mobility has changed. Front rack mobility has still been a challenge, but at least it's been identified.
Yeah.
And I guess that's just part of being dormant. We don't really think of things that would affect us because we're just so used to the daily routine of whatever we're doing. I'm just shoveling. My hands are underneath my shoulders. It's never above.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I can lift weight, but then front rack mobility prohibits that.
Yeah.
So it's good because it identified, to me, that was my biggest thing that I need to work on. It's just front rack.
Getting
and then,
into the right spots.
Learning how to eat.
Learning how to eat.
It's still a challenge, but I've done better than where I've come from.
Yep, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, I would say big time.
It's
there.
actually a thought when you go somewhere or when you're gonna make food. It's in your head that you're gonna suffer.
Yeah.
So it depends on how much you want to suffer. Is how much you want to eat, I guess.
Yeah. So tell us, how old are you, Wil?
I'm 38.
38. And you have a couple kids, right?
Yes, I do. I got 5.
So 5 kids.
3 boys and 2 girls, and Cadence over here.
Cadence is one of them. Married, full-time job. So I just want to kind of give you guys kind of a picture of, you know, who Wil is. You know, he's a busy guy, you know, coming from a sports background, came into here. I think he had some good knowledge of a gym and good workings of how to move weights and hold on to weights and things like that. But what we were able to do, I would say, is kind of refine those movements and of course work on the mobility. A lot of our classes, half of the class is spent with prepping people for the workout, working on the mobility and warming up. So that's kind of cool to hear, you know, just your perspective on kind of those challenges ego-wise, I guess. Yeah. You know, I mean, I don't think I've talked to anyone yet on our testimonials who's expressed that challenge. So what has happened to you outside of the gym? Like, are there things that have changed? You know, some people, like, you know, their sleep is better, you know, they're able to do whatever, you know, maybe are you still playing baseball?
I still do.
Softball? I don't know.
I still do, but not at the rate that I was doing it. I actually do CrossFit more than any other physical activities that I do.
Yeah.
But the times that I did go play this year, I mean, it proved like glorious.
Really?
That's
so what changed? What was different?
I was hitting inside the park home runs.
Really?
I was willing to be the courtesy runner for guys that were hurt. Or,
wow.
You know, where
that's
before,
pretty cool.
Like,
wow.
Before I started here, I would always be the one like looking for a courtesy runner. Like, hey, courtesy.
That's funny. I forgot about that.
You know, especially when you draw a walk and first base is far from home. You know, I'm like, oh, courtesy.
Wow.
So stuff like that. And then I stopped drinking beer since Mother's Day.
Wow, that's good.
And that was another big challenge alongside with eating.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was just to kind of reorganize some mental compartments and then see how the effects of how it would improve.
Yeah, and what happened?
CrossFit.
What happened in the gym?
It's proven really good. I mean, I love it. I don't look for it. I don't need it. I get my high by coming over here.
Yeah,
I come here for my health, my sanity, and a good workout.
Get a few people to give you a hard time, right?
Yeah, it's good. And then this place actually opened me up too, because I mean, coming from an island, we have our own community out here in Washington.
Yeah.
You know, and we're just so used to the same people. We're not, you know, we don't tend to want to step outside the box.
Yeah, that's true. We definitely have a variety here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different ages. You know, we do have kids classes, but our adult classes are ages 14 and up, and all walks of life are in here, which is kind of fun too. You get to meet people that you normally wouldn't, you know, in your daily routines, which is cool.
To me, that's part of the process too.
Yeah.
I mean, how you beat yourself, who beat you.
Yeah.
You know, you're so strong at times, and then you see chicks just running laps around you.
Yeah, I think that's what's cool is in our classes, you know, we spend time to get to know each other. You don't just walk in and just start doing a workout, you know. We get a chance, we introduce each other to the class, and kind of, you know, everyone kind of checks in with each other, I think. You know, like, how are you doing? You know, what did you do at work today? You know, things like that. And that's been cool because I've been able to get to know you, and everyone else out there too.
Likewise, vice versa. I mean, and to everybody else, like she said, there's a lot of different people, different walks of lives. I mean, I've been beat by girls, old men. You know, I thought I was tough and strong, and I come here, and they're just part of the humbling process.
Right.
You know, and I'm just looking for that potential to get stronger, and I just learned to not challenge anybody. I just bring myself and just try to beat myself and my times.
That's funny. Well, can we hear just a little bit just from Cadence? So, Cadence, you participated in our CrossFit Kids classes, right? Tell us what you thought of those classes.
I thought it was, at first I thought it was really hard, but then when I started getting used to it, it started getting more easier.
Yeah. And you participated in our CrossFit Kids competition.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of that experience?
I thought it was a challenge, but...
Did you win?
No.
No, you didn't get in top 3?
No.
There was a lot of kids. I think we had like 25 kids.
I still remember when we were having the snacks, and then one of the kids did a bottle flip and someone spilled my food.
Oh no.
I still remember that.
Yeah.
Always got involved food.
Always got involved food, yeah.
And I made a lot of friends and stuff.
Yeah, you did make a lot of friends. Yeah.
But I kept begging my dad if my older brother could be in the kids class.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Could be in the kids class with me, because he was like 13, so you said 14 enough in the other class.
Yep. Well, and that reminds me, do you mind sharing with us about Colin and kind of what your perspective is on his experience here? And how old is Colin?
Colin is 14.
14. So what made you want to bring Colin here?
He just, it was a little bit more on the heavier side for his BMI, and probably had some other effects that were affecting his health. And then, I mean, I'm just probably leads to depression and other stuff. So I just bring him in here and involve him with the crowd and get yelled at by you and JJ. And, you know. And then not only that, our goal is to have our family in here, because it only promotes great health and just brings us closer together in like a way stronger sense of the word.
Totally. Well, and it's fun to like go home and talk to each other about the workout kind of deal, you know. I know when you were in kids, you know, we got to like, you know, you all get to talk about who did more burpees that day or something, you know, or who ran the fastest. So it's pretty cool. You know, it's a family gym. You know, we try to make it family friendly for everyone. I know, Cadence, you were here while your dad was working out earlier, did the workout. So, you know, kids can hang out here. We don't have a specific childcare area, but the kids just love to watch their parents work out on the gym floor. So what do you think for the future? Like, what's your next goal for here in the gym?
First of all, I mean, my next goal would just dial in my eating.
Oh, yeah.
Once I get my nutrition down, I think that would have a great effect on what I do and finding that potential mark.
So does this mean you're doing the food challenge?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I'm doing the food challenge, and then
good.
To further the process, I would like to be a coach. One day. I would like to be a coach one day. I think I know enough people that could benefit from what I do, and I think I can relate to a lot of them. Only because, I mean, like, we're past athletes, so we got high ego, we're very competitive, and you know, I agree. Can ease them in to the process.
Well, I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see how things change for you and get better and all awesome. So I know people out there are thinking, well, what's the big deal? Why should I go try Truth Fitness? I already go to the Y, you know, or I already go to whatever gym. I know you've tried a few gyms out there locally. So why do you keep coming back here?
First and foremost, it's the atmosphere, and then shout out to my girl Cheryl. You know, and just the fact that from the very get-go, they remember who you are, and they make that important to them. And that's what got me, and then slowly, you know, getting eased into it, and then actually getting to know coaches, and then people introduce themselves. Nobody's a stranger. They encourage you to come out of your shell.
No one's a stranger. And I like that.
I remember an instance with you when I did tell you that this place kind of brings something out of me.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, I don't think so." And I was like, "No, I'm actually pretty shy. Like, I'm not. This is not me. Like, I don't do stuff like this."
Wow. Okay. Yeah, because like you seem so outgoing in the classes, you know, and I would say you're kind of like that person who encourages people to get to know each other. You know, like I love having you in class because you're kind of you're just that guy that make everyone feel welcome. You know, and I like that.
Right.
Not everyone's a stranger, or no one's a stranger, and I think that you really help that in the classes. So, you know, and we strive to make everyone feel welcome here. I do not want people to walk in this gym and feel like they are not noticed, you know, and hopefully, you know, everyone feels that way when they come in. So we want to know what you guys want to know. You know, you're here, you're watching Wil. He's got his beautiful daughter Cadence here. You know, you got questions for him. You know, maybe you can relate with things that he talked about, or you know, maybe you're a city worker too, and you're wondering how you can get some more energy, right? I don't know, or maybe you know you've got a young one who might be interested in CrossFit Kids. Put your questions in the comments, guys. I would love to get back to you and have you come down, take a look at the gym, and see what it's all about down here. We don't want you to be a stranger either. We want you to come down and check us out. So I want to thank you guys for coming and being brave and getting in front of the camera, right? Sometimes it's hard. But look at you, you're busting out of your shell already.
Can I say something?
Yeah, say something. What do you want to say?
Hi,
I think your
Mom,
mom's
you're
watching.
this.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next Tuesday with another testimonial. Have a great night. Bye-bye.